At the risk of dating myself here, I want to take a walk down memory lane to a famous movie. The movie was in 1967. Some of you, I understand, may not have been born in 1967, but trust me, I was. And the movie was Cool Hand Luke with Paul Newman. And the famous line from that movie was, "What we have here is a failure to communicate." Google it, look it up, it's worth the effort. And what that means is there was a poor communication between two parties because one party was not doing what the other party wanted. How often do you find yourself in a conversation with a spouse, a child, a customer, an employee, or just a business colleague, where you just know that they're not getting the message that you're sending to them? And invariably that causes conflict down the road because we're not getting to where we want to be in terms of what's being said and, more importantly, what the outcome needs to be. So communication, I like to describe it when I'm giving a talk to an audience because I like to talk in terms of stories and metaphors. Communication to me is like oil in a high-speed engine, in a high-performance engine. And that oil, when it's brand new, when it's fresh, what that does, it serves to lubricate all of the moving parts to reduce friction so that they work well together. And that's what good communication is. There is no friction. All the moving parts are working well together to produce the desired outcome, the horsepower, win the race, whatever it may be. Now, if that oil breaks down, what happens? There's friction, the parts are rubbing together unnecessarily, and eventually that engine breaks down and it fails. And that's the challenge of good communication. If you don't have good communications in your team, then what happens is your team will fail, your organization will fail. So do a reality check. Just don't talk to people. Ask them, do they understand what exactly you're asking them to do, what the purpose of the communication is. In fact, a good point is to state what the purpose of the communication is at the very front end. Don't keep it a secret. Let them know.